Hey guys, I'm back for another take, I would say, of cooking with Latanya. I am preparing today some peppers and onion as well as some brat. I am going to also add some crushed tomatoes, and I'm going to put it over some pasta. As I told you guys before, I'm on my road to vegetarian, and so in the pot I had already started sweating out my peppers, sweating out my onion. I got my brat in there, and they're browning. And in the pot next to me is my water for my pasta. I'm gonna use a Smart Taste pasta that is fiber filled. Cause I'm over 50. Gotta keep my fiber. And then I'm gonna add my favorite crushed tomatoes, some veggie broth, as well as some heavy whipping cream, and that's going to thicken the pasta up just a little bit. So as I prepare this and let the brat and the peppers get together, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the other stuff while this is working. Okay. Now I will tell you, I added some salt, some crazy mixed up salt. I added some all-purpose Grace seasoning. It's a Caribbean seasoning. And I added just a little bit of crushed peppers. In here I have my onion, my garlic, red pepper, green pepper, and orange peppers. And what I do not do is measure food. I'm a real cook, so I don't know what I'm putting in here because I just cook because that's what I like. Oh, I forgot. I need to get some flour. So I'm going to do that and get that out of the freezer. Get some flour to thicken. Get some flour to thicken my base. So I will tell you though, for flour, I use 1 tablespoon of flour to thicken my base for what I'm about to cook. So I'm adding in my flour. Yeah, I used this for something else and it kind of got stuck. So I'm adding in that flour. This is not a Rachel Ray 30-minute meal, but this is a Latanya D. Walker 30-minute meal. It should not take you more than 30 minutes. I promise you to prepare this meal, and it's going to be a beautiful meal. It smells really good already. I'm getting the flour from at the bottom of the pan, and I am pouring in. And I'm going to say right at about a half a cup. And then depending on your consistency and how you want it and how thick you need it to be, you can always add more. I try not to, unless I'm baking, measure food that I'm cooking. So now I just have it in here and it's starting to stew. And as it's stewing, oh, it looks good already. But let me not get excited. Yep, it looks good. So in here again, I use bratwurst, and they are plant-based. Beyond beef brat, red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers, and lots of garlic. I used a whole lot of garlic. Okay, now that that's cooked down a bit, I'm going to add crushed tomatoes. Again, I don't measure, but I will tell you a can that is about 15.8 ounces should work in here. And I'm going to let this stew for a minute. And once it cooks down just a little bit more, I will add in some heavy whipping cream. And that's going to thicken it up so that when I pour it over the pasta, it'll stick to the pasta. Right now my water is still preparing to boil. So a good way to get the water boiling really fast is to cover your pot and make sure all of that stuff is done. Thought I'd try to be cute on YouTube, but that didn't work today. I'm decent today, but still trying to get the hang of this whole video thing. So hopefully you're enjoying your day. This is Sunday and I'm doing a meal prep. And so I've prepared quite a few meals today. I've done salads in a jar. I don't know if you've caught that video that's posted. I did my lunch, which was, it was a Brat burger with my favorite chow chow dressing on the top, relish on the top. And so kind of did my lunch, my dinner, and all of that stuff for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna taste this just to make sure it's coming out the right way. Oh yeah, that's coming. That's turning out, and I know you can't hear me. You can't see me, but you can hear me. That's turning out to be quite delicious. Now I do like a little spicy food, so I'm gonna add in my favorite, Slap Your Mama. Tastes so good, wanna slap your mama. I told you before, I do not measure. So I always season to taste because one day I may not want as much of one thing as I do the other. Now what I do add quite a bit of, I got that from my mom, and that's garlic. I add quite a bit of garlic. So I did add 4 cloves of garlic as well as ground garlic as well. Okay. Okay, so my water is at a full boil, and as it's boiling, I'm going to drop in my favorite pasta. What's also good with this dish, if you chose to, would be a penne pasta, because the penne pasta have the grooves in it, and it allows the sauce to coat the it allows it to coat the pasta. And so what I'm using again is a Smart Taste, and this is not for branding, but I use a Smart Taste fiber pasta. And this is, what pasta is this? Thin spaghetti. Okay, I gotta be careful with that because these are non-stick pots on my left, and I dare not mess up these pots. Okay, so while that's going, I am going to get ready to prepare my plate and get the pasta, what is that I told you I was going to put in there? Heavy whipping cream, and put in there, and then prepare my plate. Now, on here, when you get ready to add your heavy whipping cream, eyeball it. If you don't know what eyeball it means, figure it out, because good cooks figure it out. No, eyeball is just a little sample, you know, just a dollop of it. And what you want to use it for is to thicken the pasta base, like the sauce for the pasta. So you don't want too much of the heavy whipping cream, because then it's real thick. So just add just a little, and then if you need more, just add more. Always less is more first when you're cooking, and then add more as you go. So the pasta is going. I have the pasta sauce going. Getting ready to get a plate, and then we'll be back. I'm going to show you. So here's what it looks like. It's a pasta. It's almost not like a spaghetti, but it's light and soft. I got my peppers, my my Brat in there, all of that good stuff. Oh wow, it tastes really good. It tastes really good, y'all. Y'all are going to love, love, love this dish. It is a 30-minute meal. It's not going to take me 30 minutes, but it is 30 minutes. What else can I say about this dish? I guess that's it. I'm ready. Oh, what I will tell you is that I will not add the pasta sauce in the same pot. So you can make this as a one-pot dish. I typically do not, when I have thin spaghetti, add it all together because I don't like my spaghetti to get swollen. So on this one, I'm just going to add it on my plate, mix it up, and then I'll put it and plate it. You know, I did say that I was not going to put it all in the same pot, but I decided to do that instead. And that way you can see the finished work in here. It looks, and I need to see the finished work because I'm trying this. Oh, it looks good. Trying this recipe out for the first time. I normally would make this with a chicken or a seafood, and would call it a jambalaya pasta, but today I'm not gonna call it that. I'm gonna plate it and then show you the finished work. And that should be about it. Here is my finished plate. I'm going to kind of show it to you. Uh-oh, it's falling, y'all. I'm not a real chef, but here it is. And I topped it off with some Parmesan cheese. Remember, I'm not all the way vegetarian yet, but I'm on my way. And some crushed red peppers again. Don't know what I'm going to call it, but it's just pasta. It's my favorite brat, but it's plant-based. It is red peppers, orange peppers, green peppers, lots of garlic. I used crushed tomatoes, maybe a 15-ounce can. I would even say, because this is not the consistency that I wanted, but half in that. So a half of the 15.8 can. I did use a tablespoon of flour to thicken it, and I used some heavy whipping cream. So hope you enjoy it, because I am about to. And I'll see you next time on Cooking with Tanya. That's not going to be the name of the show.